What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Game Week 25 Double Game Week 25 deadline stream. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Football Chatbox. Hope you are all doing well. Obviously, we've got Double Game Week 32 that has been just announced as well. So, obviously, a lot of news to take into. That means that chip plans also probably change. So, for those of you who have chips terms of assistant manager yet to play, um, bench boost, free hit, like triple captains, all like the path is set for a lot of these chips. Potentially depends on what chips you have left to play. Triple captain 32 with Newcastle, with Isak playing Crystal Palace, and I think Man United in game week 32 now looks to be very tempting, obviously. So Double Game Week 32, it's already there as well for in the schedule, FPL schedule as well for Newcastle. So yeah, the blank has been confirmed for Newcastle. The double in 32 has been confirmed. Let me know what your thoughts are, obviously, in the comments. And obviously, I need to create a poll for. Do we create for captaincy? Captaincy, I think it's kind of straightforward. Let's create for assistant manager. Or what chip? Let's see. Triple Salah. Uh, Alright, poll is on for those of you who are playing a chip. Put it in the comments. Obviously, put it in the poll as well. We'll have a good time to try and find out where exactly everyone is in terms of chip strategy and current options. So obviously, this is my team currently as things stand, and things are gonna change in terms of my players. Looking at sorry, this is my team. Now, obviously, we had a good week. 131 points, minus 8, so 123 points. We got a green arrow. We're up to 1.5 million. Obviously, not the best. It's still not. We haven't even reached into the top 1 million. So hopefully, before game week 30, can get into the top 1 million. We'll see how things go. Obviously, Moyes was the assistant manager. Got unlucky with Endai's injury. So I don't know what to do with him. He's looks like the injury is a bit serious, so we kind of have to wait and see in terms of that. Obviously, I don't need him for now, but I bought him with the hope that he'll be available for game week 29. Maybe I might have to change that. I think Chris Wood might appear earlier than I expected as well. Back again into my team. But yeah, the team for this week, I'm not going to make any transfers except for the manager transfer, which is Moyes to Unai Emery. Currently, is the plan. This is what the team looks like. I will make the assistant manager change as well. So yeah, 4 double game week players this week. With the assistant manager, it'll be 5 double game week players. So that is how my team currently stands. And obviously now with the whole double game week 32 for Newcastle and Crystal Palace, I've got 2 Newcastle players. That means I need to look into roll-in transfers as much as I can. Where come game week 31, 32, I have enough. I'll get another Newcastle player, obviously, come 32. In most likely, Anthony Gordon will be back in the team. But I need to get 3 Crystal Palace players, maybe, potentially. So we'll have to have a look and see because Crystal Palace, game week 28 is a very interesting one. 29 they blank, 30 is very tempting. So game week 30 might be the entry point for Crystal Palace. 30, 31, and 32 is not the easiest of doubles as well. But because my rank is so this thing like low, I might have to like maximize as much as I can on the double game week player. So yeah, we'll see. That's the plan. Obviously, double game week 32 has been announced. Akshat, welcome. How are you doing? Triple Captain Salah or Isak game week 32? How many other chips do you have? available, Akshat? Because now, if you triple captain in 32, where have you played your system manager? Where are you going to play the assistant? Obviously, you haven't played the assistant manager, right? So, if you haven't played the assistant manager, then there is probably a case to be made of playing the assistant manager game week 31, 32, and 33. Pre-hit 34, which means you will need to most likely wildcard game week 30 to play the system manager 31, 32, 33. 33 will also be a double game week. We just don't know at the moment what the doubles will be like. And 34 will be the blank game week. There's also another double game week in 36. The only thing with this is then your bench boost will get interrupted. So bench boost maybe you 36 bench boost potentially. So then if that's going to be the case, then you play the triple captaincy week or Salah on 25. Obviously, there could be more other doubles that we don't know about. That like the Premier League might just throw like another week. Maybe they'll go like 35 double game week or something like that, and we have no idea at this moment. But I think that depends on your assistant manager chips when you're going to play that, and obviously bench boost as well. What about triple captain Salah? So yeah, triple captain Salah this week is good. I don't mind that as well, to be honest. I do know quite a few managers who are playing triple captain Salah this week because they didn't play it last week. So I actually don't mind triple captain Salah this week. Um, Me personally, obviously because my assistant managership is active, I can't play triple captain this week. So I'm looking at most likely, as things stand, triple captain Salah in game week 30. Sorry, triple captain Isak in game week 32. That is one option. Other option for triple captain, it could be a situation where come game week 36, Man City could have a double. There is no guarantee. Obviously, it depends on their FA Cup progress. But if City do get the double in 36, then obviously Haaland will double with Southampton, and I don't remember who the opponent. It depends on who the 34. I think it might be Aston Villa. Southampton and Aston Villa. That's double game week, which is also not too bad for Haaland. But then City's form, we look into City's form, and it's not that great. So you're like, who really want to go Haaland? At this moment, triple captain Isak might be the play against Crystal Palace and Man United, both at home as well. Does really help as well, to be honest. So yeah, all depends on your assistant managership. Where you're going to play it. You need to figure out what window you're playing the assistant managership if you haven't already played it. What about Watkins? Will he play? So Watkins, there was news on Watkins, which is why he's on the thumbnail. Where is this team news? Here we go. It was this one. Watkins and Mings were here we go. They have trained this morning with the group and they are in the squad. So this is with regards to Watkins and Mings. So they will be in the squad. However, Cash, Pau Torres, Hansa, Onana, and Barkley are currently out. So yeah, for those of you who have Watkins, looks like he will feature. Whether he will start, I'm not fully sure. I do think he will start, but he might not play. Obviously, he won't play a 90, because they have a bigger game against Liverpool after that. So he will not play 90 minutes. Now you probably have a question to make. If you are looking to get Watkins in for Isak, kind of have a decision to make on whether you sell Isak because now he has a double game week 32 that's announced. So you guys had to make that decision as well. But yeah, Watkins looks like he will feature, but don't expect starts is what I would say. All right. Hmm. All right. Any other questions? Let me know in the comments. Obviously, if you guys want me to bring up your teams as well, um, we can bring up the teams. This is how it looks like, and yeah, so this is currently how my team as like at the moment. Um, see how we go in terms of the deadline. Obviously, there's like a 2 hour deadline stream, but we'll see if we go for the entire 2 hours or we don't. That depends. Most of the audience, I understand, it's a very late time. Do. So this is how situation looks like right now for you guys in terms of doubles and blanks and whatnot. Let me. Here we go. This is how it looks like right now, as you can see. So obviously 32 um, is Newcastle and Crystal Palace double. Rashford and Rogers up front and Watkins. That's what I feel. Not Watkins. That's that could happen as well. But they also have Malen, who they signed from Dortmund. He could also play up front, to be honest. Um, so it's very hard to tell who exactly is going to be playing up front for Aston Villa. I do think Watkins is going to be their start main striker. He will play the Liverpool game. This game, obviously, yeah, he could maybe come off the bench as well. So I don't think it's worth the risk, to be honest. Yeah, 32. This is how we're looking like. 33 obviously depends completely on the FA Cup semi-finals, so it's very hard to tell exactly where the fixtures will be and all of that. But we're looking at some teams doubling potentially during that time. And then 34 will be the blank. Now 34's fixtures could move into 33, could also move into 36. Depending on the FA Cup and obviously Europa League as well during that time. And 37 could be a blank, but a blank for the FA Cup finalist, potentially Europa League as well. If any of the Premier League teams, either Man United or Spurs, get to the finals of the Europa League, I think Conference League as well. I don't know when exactly the finals for the Conference League are for Chelsea. So if they also get to the finals, those kind of things could impact like game week 36. Well, Asensio is there too. Asensio can play like left, right, left and cam, so not really a striker per se. But yeah, they do have a lot of options. So because they have a lot of options, that kind of gonna be hard to predict. I'm okay with having Rogers, and after that, I'm not. What other like Aston Villa player I kind of want, you know? That's why I'm going for like Emery as the manager as well because of the table bonus against Liverpool and also another Aston Villa slot. Whereas Liverpool, at least I know there's so many other options. But I have Isak, Hall, Robinson, and Sanchez on the bench. Should I use bench boost or triple captain Salah this week? Becky, how are you doing? FPL really dropping a Valentine's Day surprise? Yes, indeed, you can say it that way as well. Yes. Should I use bench boost or or triple captain Salah? What's the bench looking like? Is that your bench? Isak, Hall, and Robinson and Sanchez is not going to play Akshat. It looks like Sanchez has probably lost his starting point for Chelsea. I think where was the news about Chelsea? Is it not on here? Thursday. Here we go. Philip Jorgensen looks set to remain between the post. Here you go. So looks like Sanchez, goalkeeper chance might be a problem. Might have to look for another keeper. But why do you have Isak on your bench? Who are you starting ahead of Isak? That is a bit of a surprise for me. I would potentially look to start Isak. Who are you benching to play Isak? Paul, I understand. Robinson, I can understand as well. Isak, I'm a bit surprised. Chaza, Charlie Roberts from the FPL Addicts, guys. Check it out. Welcome, Chaza. How are you doing? This chat box. Yes, indeed. For those of you who don't know, Chaza Charlie has his own YouTube channel. Oh, that he does as part of with a few others. The FPL Addicts. Check them out as well. Obviously, really good content as well from them. Um, yeah, double game week 32. Team is like this. I probably should do the Moist Emery move before I forget. I don't see anything really like making me change. Um, where is Unai Emery? Has Unai Emery not got any points? Oh, here is 4 points. Oh my days. Let's just hope they don't lose against Wolves. Like to say. 0 points. Oh my days. If they lose against Ipswich, I'll be disappointed. But they've only lost one game in the Premier League so far at home. I'm hoping they get at least one win and maybe a draw against Liverpool would be brilliant if possible. Um, then the other one is obviously Slot, but I'm not going to go and get Slot because I already have triple Liverpool. And if I was to remove Gakpo, which I'm at this moment not looking to do, I don't even know which. Honestly, I have no idea which double gaming player I would go and get. I'll have to go and get a single gaming player, and that kind of feels a bit odd. Remove a double gaming player for a single gaming player, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get Unai Emery. Try for the table bonus again. Let's see how we go. Basically, make sure I pick the correct manager. Unai added. Yes. Look at that, Moyes, David Moyes. Obviously, I don't know why it counts gaming 23. It shouldn't count gaming 23, but yeah, here we go. Breaking news: we have signed up for Iron Man Leeds. Ooh, nice! 2025 is going to become the year we become an Iron Man. Well done, Chaza. How about this double game week? Yes, right, crazy, crazy indeed. Iron Man is insane. My starting lineup is Henderson, Gabriel, Hoysen, Anna, Palmer, Rogers, Salab, Embuemo, Clivert, Wood, and Henderson, Gabriel, Hoysen, Anna, Palmer, Rogers, Salah, Embuemo, Clivert. Oh, you're starting Chris Wood ahead of Isak. I I would have started Isak ahead of one of Embuemo or Chris Wood. Akshat. For me, your decision would have to be between Embuemo or Chris Wood potentially. Feel Dango or Mateta? Has to be Dango, right? Good fixture for Dango against Southampton. Mateta, Everton might not be the easiest of fixtures. I'd probably play Dango. Odds of Clivert playing this week with the baby on his way. Well, he himself has told it. Like he himself said on Instagram. Was it Instagram? Oh, I don't know where he replied, but he said he'll be available. So got to trust the man at his words, right? We can't really say he's not going to be available after the. Has the baby been delivered? I don't know. He said he's going to be available. Clivert. He himself replied and said he'll be available. So got to have and hope and pray that he is available and that the baby is healthy as well. And the mom is healthy as well. But yeah, he said he's going to be available, so got to hope he is available. 5.4. I can't get Chris Wood next week. We'll see. But yeah, I probably will feel Dango as a most likely. What does the models, what do they say? It's what do the expected points? But Mateta has pens, doesn't he? So all the models will probably slightly favor Mateta potentially. Yep, they do. I think. FPL review. Yes, it does favor Mateta over Dango because of the but Dango is a midfielder. 4.9 for Mateta. Dango, where is Dango? 5.1 for Semenyo. Dango is at 5. Very close. Probably start Dango. Just because the extra point for the goal, extra point for a clean sheet, stuff like that. But that's a very close one. Private doesn't play, it would be the biggest Jebet of all time. I mean, I hope he plays, but yeah. Is Gakpo injured enough to bench him for Embuemo? Nah, surely not. Shubharan. Probably have to start Gakpo, right? Because if he plays that Wolves game is a money fixture, right? If he plays that Wolves game, then you're looking good. And the game is on Monday as well. Add to that. There is time, right? It's not like the game is tomorrow. The game's on the game's on a Sunday. Just one more extra day. I think he'll be fine. I might just I'm starting him. I don't really want to bench Embuemo. Hope Luck is aside and he's like thanks. Fair points. Fair points. I mean you can take it on. I don't mind it. But I'll try and find a way to start Isak. Yeah. I guess what he is. I see what you're trying to do. But with regards to Gakpo, I'll probably start him. If you're not starting him, then you're probably just benching him, right? I'll probably start him. I don't know. Like not benching him, you probably just sell him for another player like a Mateta, Punya. Me personally, I was looking Gakpo till like I was looking for until this week, and then I was looking to sell in 26. But yeah, we'll see. Com, how are things going? Moves already done. Gakpo to Visa. Oh, then you're doing assistant manager slot. Uh, helps me get rid of Game Week 29 blankers. Fair enough. Com, I'm assuming you've already seen the double Game Week 32, double Game Week 32 news as well. Jeff, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I need some help. Yes, go ahead. Send it away. The only reason that's preventing me from doing Gakpo to a striker is because I'll have to take a hit as well on top of it to do it. So to try and take a hit to remove a striker that could potentially play 2 games, like yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that. That's kind of the reason why I haven't done it. Yeah, let me just make my transfers. Moyes to Unai Emery, assistant manager, and hope for the best for the rest of the team. Actually, alright, assistant manager has been confirmed. This is my team. No hits this week, and we hope for the best. Who do I bench out of Chris Wood, Embuemo, and Clivert? Clivert has to start, right? Against Southampton. Wood and Embuemo. Chris Wood and Embuemo. Potentially, Chris Wood might be the one who gets benched. I just think Fulham defense could be a bit more stronger than West Ham's defense. West Ham have improved. Um, but I just think Fulham defensively could be a bit more stronger. That's kind of why I'm leaning towards starting Embuemo over Chris. But I would start Clivert. Clivert should have scored, by the way. I don't know how Clivert missed that chance against Liverpool. He should have scored the last game. Yeah. Bench 2 between Elanga, Robinson, Collins, and Mikalenko. Mikalenko will be benched. Collins. Is this Collins? Who does Collins play for? Brentford? Yes, he does play for Brentford. Yeah, I would bench Collins. Collins and Mikalenko. Those are the two I would bench. Look at the chips. Super Captain Salah 23%, Slot 23%, Emery 15, and no chip slash other at 38. Yes, my bench for Game Week 29 could be Salah, Isak, and Hall. Yeah, that's the same thing as me. I have more money wrapped up in Hall than Gordon is why. Yep, fair enough. I've already sold Gordon, so but that's basically the same team as me. Shubharan says team review 28th in the middle league. Yes. What were your transfers in this week? Tom says Tom. Tom, welcome. How are things going? The only transfer I did was the manager transfer. Moist. That was the only transfer I did. The rest of the team has remained the same from last week, except for the fact that the Everton lads have gone to the bench. And Lewis Hall has gone to the bench as well. All right, let's get Shubharan on. 131 points. Nicely done. Rea, Gabriel, Mikalenko, Munoz, Palmer, Salab, Mbeumo, Rogers, Isak, Chris Wood, and Cody Gakpo. So, Mikalenko will go to the bench. Kirkes will come on. Clivert will come on for... Clivert will come on for... This is the Chris Wood versus Mbeumo dilemma. So hard to tell. Like a flip a coin. What does review say for the models? So Mbeumo, nice Brian Mbeumo. I think it'll be lower. 5 expected points of 5 for this week. Chris Wood. I think Chris Wood is slightly higher. Oh no, it's not. 4.7. Yeah. Probably might be Chris Wood. Send my team on Twitter. Alright, let me bring it up. Jeff's team. I've got Rohan as well. Rohan, I have your team as well. And then this is Jeff's team. 1 free transfer, 0.3 in the bank. Alright, so we'll start with Jeff. This is Jeff's. Let me move this here. So Jeff has Pickford, Van der Ven, Munoz, Timber, Salah, Mbeumo, Gordon, Rogers, Palmer, Isak, and Gakpo. With Slot as the assistant manager. How many free transfers? You said 1 free transfer, right, Jeff? 1 free transfer, 0.3 in the bank. Who are you looking to get? Potentially Gordon out? To who though? Gordon to who? Bournemouth player? That's probably the only thing I can think of. And Rohan also shared the team. Yes, Rohan, I've got your team as well. Let me bring it up. This is Rohan's team. So Rohan has Crystal Palace. Who is that Crystal Palace? Who is playing Crystal Palace again this week? Oh, Pickford. Okay. You got Pickford, Robinson, Hoyson, Trent, Salah, Rashford. Rashford. Ooh. Interesting call, Rohan. Interesting call. Rashford, Clivert, Ahmad, and Palmer with Isak, Gakpo, and on the bench you got Greaves, Endai, and Hall. Fair enough. Unai Emery as manager as well. Fair enough. I think the team looks pretty decent. Not too bad. Interesting call with the Marcus Rashford. 8th attacker dilemma. Yes, your eighth attacker is the biggest problem. Chris Wood versus Brian Embry. This is what happens when you have a strong squad as well. But you probably have to pick a side. Dom says rank 70 in your mini league. If I did Ahmad to Dango and Moist to Emery for a -4, who should I bench? Ooh, would you want to get rid of Ahmad straight away? He has a good fixture next week, doesn't he? That was what I was thinking. Thinking of doing Rogers to Ahmad, potentially. Rank 70. We did Ahmad to Dango. You would potentially bench Embuemo over Visa. Visa might have more attacking threat, but Embuemo has the pens. Probably might bench Embuemo in favor of Visa. Were to get Dango. Um, Gordon to a Bournemouth mid. Who is your favorite Bournemouth? My favorite Bournemouth mid is Clivett because of the penalties. If we didn't go for Clivett, I think Dango is the second option. Um, who is an out of position forward at this point, or plays on the left as well. But like Dango is the second one, and then Semenyo obviously. But to be honest, they're all very close. If you looked at the FA Cup game, the highlights for Bournemouth, Semenyo had so many chances, like so many shots. Semenyo is basically the shot volume merchant. Clivett obviously has his pens, and then Dango is the out of position option. I have no idea, just some ideas. So yeah, I probably go pick one between Clivett or Dango for me for Anthony Gordon. Depends on, because there's a price difference between the two as well. I think it's like 0.7 or 0.8 difference in terms of Dango versus Clivett as well. So if that money can be used somewhere else, like for example, for you to upgrade your defender, like Van de Ven or Castanage to someone else, that also can be considered. For example, if you can use Van de Ven to, I don't know, going forward for the next couple of weeks to a better defender, then you can go for Dango instead of Clivert as well. So it depends on what you want to do with the budget as well. Webber has pens and has yeah, that's the thing. And Wemo has the pens and sets pieces, and your Visa is the high XG. Can't bench Gakpo, Rogers, or Isak, so it's quite hard to decide. Yep. I don't know. Maybe in one case you just keep Ahmad. Ahmad next week has Everton, no? And then Ipswich. Hmm. Maybe there's a case to be made to keep Ahmad and just like not get Dango, but then Dango is a good option too. If you get Dango, so hard, man. It's so hard. What I think the Visa is 4.1. I think Embuemo will be slightly higher because of the pens. Yeah, he's at 5. So if you want set pieces and pens, probably start Embuemo. Extra point as well. They're not going to keep a clean sheet, but extra point for. Shubham, between Embuemo and Clivert on who to bench for me, what are you thinking? Yeah, Combe also has it. And obviously this was Jeff's team, and then this is Rohan. Rohan team looks pretty decent as well, to be honest. Um, I don't see, you obviously made your changes, I think, because you've got the players in. So team looks pretty good. I like it. Best of luck with the Marcus Rashford call. I hope he does a good number of minutes as well. So yeah, I I might bench Visa because of the in favor of the penalties. The tough decision. But if you like watch the highlights of Brentford last week, It was just Visa. Like the amount of chances Visa had. I don't know how he didn't score at least 2 goals. Um, because I'll be looking to sell Rogers after this double gimmick. If I kept Ahmad, I need to find point 0.3 mil somewhere in the team. That makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, then I don't mind going and getting Dango and then probably bench Visa. The thing is, all of you guys who have really good benches, you're gonna have to accept some level of bench points this week. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna happen. Some bench points are gonna happen. We're gonna get a call wrong. We are definitely like myself. I'm gonna get a call wrong. I don't know which one. It's so close. That's the thing. There's some calls that are just gonna get like gonna get wrong. Ice Cold Jones, how are you doing? And Luis, welcome as well. Should I bench Gakpo and start Clivert? Oh, who else do you have on your bench, or who are you starting ahead of those two? I don't know if I would. I don't think I'll bench Gakpo, but I would want to start Clivert as well. Luis says, "Hello, good morning. Good morning to you, Luis. I have one free transfer with zero point 0.6 in the bank. Should I start both Sa and Vardy or sell? I would sell Sa. Vardy. Who are you looking to buy, Luis? Sa, I think you can. There are plenty of options for Sa's price, so you can sell Ismail Sa. Vardy, on the other hand, there aren't as that many options for Vardy, so I'll sell Sa. Vardy depends on who you're looking to buy. If you can get Visa, then I don't mind selling Vardy or even Mateta. But yeah, Brentford is away, so it might have to be a 50-50 call. Yeah, this week's bench calls are crazy. If I had Chris Wood and I didn't sell Chris Wood, looking back at it, probably shouldn't have done. I would have had more points. But if I didn't sell Chris Wood, and if I had him this week, I'll have I'll have a hard decision to make as well. Same thing as you guys. Like it'll be between Chris Wood and Mbuemo for me. And part of me might just start Mbuemo because I have Robinson defense, and I'll be hoping for like a 0-0 or something between Forest and Fulham. That's probably the best decision I could hope for. A 0-0. um, yeah. So this is what the team's looking like. Let me see if I missed any messages on Instagram or anything that I was supposed to reply to people. Don't think I had any, but just in case. Nope. Everything looks good. Nothing there. React this. Um, Rohan says active Rashford in for Martinelli, plan to do -4 transfer out India or Ahmad for Wood or Rogers. Oh. Oh, okay. Now I see. Rohan, I seen your comment. Ahmad for Rogers. Hmm. I don't mind Ahmad for Rogers for a -4. Otherwise, Endai for Chris Wood. Endai for Chris Wood. You could do it, but maybe I would take the -4 for Rogers instead. Rohan, I've just seen your post. I probably if you were gonna do a -4. Don't mind the Ahmad to Rogers if you wanted to try that. Probably wouldn't do it just yet for Chris Wood. I think Chris Wood you can get him in next week. So or the week after, like it's not. Um yeah, that's currently how the teams are. This is the mini league, obviously. Anyone who wants to have a look at their teams can let me know and I'll put it up. How many managers do we have? We've got 285 managers. Damn, we're growing, we're growing. I need to get started back again on the whole mini league for the managers. So top 10, obviously. Gus, Luis, Joseph, Mira, Nick, uh, Aliou, John Snow, Justin, and Matthew, along with Unite, as the top 10. I think Chaza, who was in the chat, probably got one of the highest scores this week. There are a couple of 150s in here. I think Chaza had like 156 with his triple captain Salah, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that is how the leagues are looking. Let me bring up my team. Any further questions? We'll see how we go in terms of length of the stream. Obviously, I think a lot of people are kind of like set in terms of their moves. It's just the 50-50 calls between like who start, between Embuemo or Clivert or Chris. I think that's probably where people are kind of still uncertain on. Plus, I don't think we're gonna get any. We're not really in for any leaks, right? No one really needs any leaks as well because Chelsea versus Brighton, nothing too much in terms of impact FPL wise. Alright, how are we looking like? Uh, is Gordon fit? Ooh, good question. How did we get regards to Gordon? Think. Let me have a look. Here we go. All right, with Gordon, should be fine. He's trained this week, no problems. So he should be good. Should be fine, according to Eddie Howe. If we take Eddie Howe at his word, that is. But that's what he said. He'll be fine. He said he's trained this week, no problems. Thigh problem, but he responded well to treatment over the weekend and has trained well. So yeah, Gordon should be fit. Can do Saad to Clivert, Ramsey, Tielemans, and Nkunku. Well, don't go Nkunku and don't go Tielemans. I don't think I would go. Ooh, would I go Ramsey? Nah, too much uncertainty in terms of minutes. I'd go Saad to Clivert, Luis. Probably go Saad to Clivert just because the minutes uncertainty for Ramsey and Tielemans is just like a bit too high. Nkunku, I just don't trust in terms of like how long he'll play for Chelsea in terms of minutes as well. I know Jackson is injured, but Chelsea have various other players in there. Like the depth of Chelsea is pretty good. That I won't be surprised if Maresca even starts someone else ahead of Nkunku, even though Jackson's injured. So Saad Clivert might be the better option in terms of minute safety, with probably Jacob Ramsey as a second, maybe in terms of FPL option. Like Tielemans, the problem with Tielemans is he never really looks like an FPL pick. He's got good minutes, but he never really looks like an FPL pick that you'd want to go and get. Like look at this, the points returns are like 3, 2, 1 mostly. Occasionally you get like a goal or something, but he's not an FPL pick. So I'd avoid Tielemans. I'd probably just look at Clivert. Cheers, Ryan. How always does. Yep. We hope he always does, but not always. All right. Um. Okay. I think that's kinda it. Mm, most Premier League goals scored against Arsenal in the competition's history: Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, and Jamie Vardy. Luis said you had Jamie Vardy, didn't you? Maybe you could start Jamie Vardy this week against Arsenal. Don't expect them to really score against Arsenal, but you never know. Could be a decent option. But I would sell Sa. I just think there's so much like options in midfield present that Sa could be sold. Whereas the forward line, there are few options, not that many though. Hmm. All right. I will do a bit of planning and come back to you. Most likely Mbeumo on the bench. Ooh. Okay. I will wait here. Don't worry. Obviously double game week got confirmed. Let me post it on the YouTube as well for those of you who need. Post it on the YouTube. How do I put? Do I need to like? Yep. I need to do this. All right. Let's. Uh, Ahmed, welcome. How are you doing? Bench Isak, Mbeumo, Gakpo, or Mateta? Got to start Gak. Probably will start Isak as well because City. You've seen the Champions League. You know how City's defense is like. Um, between Mbeumo and Mateta, I'd probably start Mateta because of the home game. Yeah, I'd probably start Mateta over Mbeumo because of the home fixture. Just because Crystal Palace at home. So yeah, start Isak, Mateta, and Gakpo, and bench Mbeumo. Although I don't really want to bench Mbeumo, but that's probably what you might have to do. It's just that Gakpo's injury is a problem, but with the double game week, you kind of have to start him in the hope that he plays both of the fixtures. If this was Gakpo with only Aston Villa, then I'd probably like, I could say, okay, yeah, you can bench him. But just because he has both like Aston Villa and Liverpool, and that the fact that their game is on Sunday and not tomorrow, I kinda maybe want to start him. All right. Let me know, guys, if you have any further questions. Well, and obviously, if you do enjoy the content, do leave a like, people. It would be greatly appreciated. And do hit that subscribe button as well. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Currently on 96, which means we're 34 away from 1,000. So if anyone's new, hit the subscribe button as well. We'll greatly appreciate it. Slot has taken the lead for the chip for this week. All right. What else? Of yeah, this is what I'm doing. In terms of moves, future weeks, I don't know what. Endai might have to just be on the bench. I haven't really thought it through as well, to be honest. FPL.t. Like, if I was to put mine in, I don't know what my game week 26 moves are going to be like. Robinson might, I don't know, might even sell Trent potentially. Udo, could sell it to a Kirkes. I'll have a look and see. Maybe I'll keep Trent as well. Dye could go. Who exactly? Not really. This might have to be like a forward spot. Gakpo doesn't. We'll see how Gakpo goes. But like 28, I would like to keep Gakpo for the Southampton fixture before selling. If I can roll a transfer, that would be great. So obviously, in 25, I would have rolled. I would have done a transfer to Emery. And in 26, obviously, we might have to do another manager transfer. I can't really roll a transfer per se. So even if I did another manager transfer to, for example, like Eddie Howe or something, or like a table bonus, then yeah, 27 will have one transfer. 28 will have two. Week 29 is the free where I would have to do present. Ooh, I don't have any forwards. Interesting. Gotta hope that Endai is fit. So this will be my bench. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 transfers to make. So I need to take a hit potentially. 4 transfers. I'll potentially have to take a hit. Another Friday deadline next game week. Next game week is Friday deadline as well. Really? Ah, guys, I hate these Friday deadlines. Ah, I don't get enough sleep on these Friday deadlines. But it's Leicester versus Brentford as well. Oh, my days. Other one is a Wednesday deadline. Oh, guys, there's no sleep for me for the next couple of weeks. Deadlines. Game week 28 is when we might get some sleep. Lol. Okay, we'll see how we go. Should I get Watkins for Wood or Isak? Oceanic, welcome. How are you doing? And anything kicks as well. Welcome, welcome. Should I get Watkins for Wood or Isak? No, I don't. Well, for Chris Wood, you could potentially. For Chris Wood, I don't think I'll do it for Isak because Isak now has a double in 32 as well. So you'll have to lose value, and then you would want to buy Isak back again. So I don't think I'll do it. Anything Geek says, check out my team, 234. Thinking of Moyes to slot. I'm really not sure which though. Then for a minus for either Gordon to a Villa midfielder or Hall to a better defender. Please give help. All right, let's have a look. 234 is what you said, didn't you? Da, da, da. 234. All right, so 115. Well played. Moyes to Emery so you can't go slot because if you go slot, you need to sell Gakpo. So you probably Moyes to Emery for you. Um, and then because if you go slot, you'll have to remove one of Gakpo or Konate. So you probably go Unai Emery, and then -4 Gordon to a Villa midfielder. Which Villa midfielder are you looking though? You already have Morgan Rogers. Um, Hall to a better defender. You'll start Gabriel this week over Lewis Hall. Uh, Instead of Hall, would you rather do Greaves to a better defender? How much money would you have in the bank, by the way? Anything kicks. You're 0.6 at the moment. Do Moyes to Emery, it's another 0.3 upgrade. So you'll have 0.3 in the bank. Taker Greaves is 3.9. How much is Hoysen? Hoysen is 4.4. You're 0.1 short, no? To try and get Hoysen. I would have done Hoysen in your team. Like Greaves to Hoysen. Oh, but if you downgrade Gordon, you can play Eze over Gordon if you wanted to, but Gordon should be okay. Thoughts on selling? Trent should play both games this game week. Bradley looked like he was trying his best to get a red card against Everton. I wish he did. If he did get a red card, it would have been even more better because yeah, I would have had the safety of Trent playing both games. But yeah, he should play both games. Thoughts on selling Munoz to Hoysen instead of doing Ahmad to Dango? It could mean I get rid of a bank Game Week 29 player now. Yes, you could do that. Would you do Munoz to Kirkes instead? Or do you think the money that you get from Hoysen is probably going to be more useful? And also, if that's the case, would I start Ahmad or Embuemo? I'd probably start Embuemo because they're still a better attacking team than Man United. I think Ahmad and for the Spurs fixture, yeah, so hard to tell with Man United. You can't really tell what Man United will do. It could work out. Maybe you could, yeah, if you're looking for EO play and high potential, could be Ahmad. Yeah. I put your name in the ring for the Content Creators Fund on FPL Juice. Yes. Thank you, Com. Shout out to Com for doing it. The winner gets half of their subscribe. Wow. Subscribers money for that month. There's a draw every month. Oh. Thank you, Com. Because that will definitely help. What if we do win, we'll put it back into the channel and see what we can do with that. I don't even know how much it is, but like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The money I get from Hoysen would be used for Moyes or Temery. Oh, then I would do it, yes. Wait, do you already have the money or you kind of need to get that money? You need to get the money, then yeah, I don't mind in that case if you wanted to. I see why you need to do Amar to Tango now. Do you already have Clivert, Dom? You do, don't you? Wait, hold on. I have your team open. You don't have a Bournemouth attacker. Now that I think about it, I'd go for a Bournemouth attacker. But you just making matters even more harder. Like in terms of trying to pick who to bench. Then you're benching Embuemo if you do that, won't you? You did Ahmad to Dango, that means you bench Brian Embuemo. I need to get the money, only have 0.1 in the bank. Yep, fair enough. I'd probably go for the Bournemouth attacker for the slight upside. But it's also a really good clean sheet fixture, no, for Bournemouth. Munoz. He plays Everton, Fulham, Aston Villa. Not the most easiest of clean sheet fixtures. Ipswich and then Southampton. Yeah, okay. Probably yeah. Yeah. I might I might just do the Hoysen move. That way you potentially start Embuemo. I don't know. I'd do the Hoysen move. Because the fixtures for Munoz don't. I mean, he's a really good attacking option, but from a clean sheet point of view, they don't look the best. I think Hoysen move will allow me to start Embuemo, but still benching Ahmad against Spurs. Yeah. Then you kind of have to hedge your bets where you go, I have double Brentford attack. I will hedge my bets in terms of expecting one player to get more points than the other Brentford player. And then you start Ahmad. But even then, don't know how much faith I have in Man United at this moment. This could just be me being a bit negative about United. Maybe you shouldn't take my advice too much about United. But yeah. All right. I think I'm okay. The moves. Who's okay? Anything kicks? I asked anything kicks. Don't know. Anything kicks? You also need to let me know the whole Greaves to Hoysen, whether you can do it while also doing the Emery move. And Oceanic in terms of Watkins, probably for Chris Wood. Wood to Watkins for a -4, says Josh. Wood to Watkins for a -4. It could pay out. It could pay out. The one thing I will mention with Watkins is I don't expect him to play a full 90 minutes in the first game. He will start the second game, I think. But first game, I do not expect a full 90. Second game also you might. Oh, second game you don't know. It depends on game state. First game though, I don't think coming back from like an injury or whatever, I don't think he'll immediately get a full 90. But it could pay off because what Chris Wood's fixtures do get slightly tough for the next 2 weeks at least. So it could pay off. Yes, it could pay off. I don't mind it. But you might want Chris Wood back again. That's the only thing. Would want him back again at least. But yeah, it could pay off. 1 second. There we go. All right. We have less than an hour to go. Um, So if anyone else has further questions, do let me know. Obviously, suggest me a transfer, bro. 0.1 short for Jackson. What's the team looking like? Muhin, what's the team looking like? Need to see the rest of the team to be able to. Also, for those of you who are new, please do hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and currently on 96, so 34 to go. And if you can hit the like button as well, that would be greatly appreciated with the YouTube algorithm. Muhin, what's the team? Let me know. Let me know. What was I looking at? Oh yeah. So I was thinking of Game Week 29. At this moment, I'll have 3 free transfers. But Endai is not fit by then. I'll have to take a hit as well. Hmm. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3 transfers by Game Week 32 to get 1 Newcastle player and probably 2 Crystal Palace players in. And try and react to Game Week 33, which might be a bench boost. This is going to be tough. It's going to be like Game Week 31 might be a wild card. Yeah, I think a lot of people will wildcard Game Week 31, triple captain Game Week 32, bench boosting Game Week 33, and they might free hitting Game Week 34. I think the game weeks have fallen in such a position where that's probably going to be the template in terms of chips. 20 in the league, named Disco Potato. All right, let's have a look. Is Ahmad recently playing wingback or front three? Playing front three. The wingbacks are Dalot / Mazraoui or Patrick Dogu. I think Dogu should start. Don't know who the other wingback might be. Dalot. To be honest, I personally would prefer Ahmad to play wingback because even at wingback, he's still very attacking. So I still would prefer him at wingback because I think that's better for Man United as a whole in terms of the amount of attack they'll do compared to playing defenders in that spot that are not as attacking. But he's playing as a more number, the front three recently. All right, let's have a look at Muhin. Uh, Disco, but here we go. 151 points. Whoa! Yo, 151 with the triple captaincy. Henderson, Munoz, Trent, Mikalenko, Palmer, Clivert, Luis Diaz, Salah, Chris Wood, Isaac, Jackson, Ahmad, Gabriel, and Hoysen. So Gabriel plays ahead of Mikalenko. Oh ho ho. Talk about bench dilemmas. Jackson, you wanted to do Jackson to Watkins, and you said you were short of 0.1. Luis Diaz to Morgan Rogers. Mohin, I'd do that. I'd do Luis Diaz to Morgan Rogers. Thoughts your cash. That's probably what I would do. Luis Diaz, Morgan Rogers. Here's a question to you. Would you want to bench boost this week? Maybe not, no? Would you? Not a bad team for a bench boost. But yeah, depends on when you're playing the assistant manager as well. Mohin. But yeah, Luis Diaz, Morgan Rogers, that will give you money to do Jackson to Watkins. Bilal, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Evening, says Edwin. Well, evening to you as well. Could you have a look at my team? 185, 3 free transfers, 0.6 in the bank. All right, let's have a look. 151, damn. Yep. Triple captain. Well played, well played. You basically got Salah's highest scoring game week score, which he equaled. I don't know when was the last time I think he equaled it before. But that's his basically highest. 185 you said, right? I've gone too far. Here we go, Edwin. My sweet. Where have I been? I've been here. I haven't gone anywhere. Moon says 4 free transfers can bench boost. Oh. Muhin, what's the plan in terms of assistant manager? When do you plan on playing that? Because if you do Watkins, Luis Diaz to Morgan Rogers, your bench would technically be Mikalenko, Ahmad, Munoz, goalkeeper is a problem. Goalkeeper might need to potentially change. But yeah, it's not a bad bench. Have Ahmad, Mikalenko. Yeah, I mean, it could be better, but depends on when you're gonna be assistant manager. Um, who's this? Is Edwin. So, Edwin. Basically 3 free transfers, point 0.6 in the bank. Henderson, Mikalenko, Hall, Trent, Salah, Rogers, Palmer, Ahmad, Luis Diaz, Isak, Mateta. So Gabriel will play ahead of Luis Hall. Robinson will play ahead of Mikalenko. Midfield will stay the same. Luis Diaz could go potentially. Isak and Mateta is fine as well. So, Edwin, what were you planning on doing? Assistant manager 31 with Newcastle. So then if you do 31 with Newcastle, that's 31, 32 and 33. I'm assuming you're doing free hit 34, which would mean you have only potentially game week 36 maybe to play a bench boost. Potentially. Maybe you can keep it till game week 36. Might get some doubles then. I don't know where you're gonna wildcard. You'll probably wildcard game week 30, or you might even wildcard. I don't know where you're going. You might even wildcard 35 and bench boost 36. That could also happen. Um, Looking to sell Hall, I think. Oh, for who? Keep in mind he does double in 32. But what's your plan in 29? You're trying to avoid free hitting in 29. Should I play assistant manager yet? Oh wait, I've got all my chips. You have all your chips. You've not played your triple captaincy yet. Lol. Wait, you didn't play triple captaincy last week? Keeping Diaz for the double. Fair enough. I don't expect too much from Diaz, but yeah, fair enough. Yes, free hit 34, wildcard 35. Okay, so then if you didn't wildcard 35, then maybe bench boost can be done in 36. Because you can set your wildcard for a bench boost in 36. Call to a Bournemouth defender or Ant Nouri if possible for me. Bournemouth defender, yes. Ant Nouri, because Liverpool this week, right? So I don't know if I would go for Ant Nouri this week. But Kirkes or Hoysen could be on the cards. Edwin. And then obviously we wanted to get Bilal up as well. 203. Bilal 102. Did you not play a triple captaincy? Oh, you didn't. What to do? You can play a triple captain this week if you wanted to. Bilal. So a few things now. Obviously, Newcastle's double game week has been announced. So it depends on when you want to play the system manager. You can play it in game week 31 and get game week 32 as a double and game week 33 as a double. And then you'll have to like free hit in 34 for the blank. You could do similar to like Muhin in terms of wildcard 35, bench boost 36, which means you play your triple captaincy in game week 25 on Salah here. Or if you play the assistant manager now, I don't know if playing the assistant manager now is. I think I would just keep it for that 30. That 32, 33, 31, 32, 33. The only thing is you'll have to wildcard in 30 or 35. You need to make a decision on that, Bilal. I did not triple captain the exquisite Egyptian. Yes. I like Timber also, a bit of a wildcard option. Fair enough. Timber. But you already have Gabriel. You want double Arsenal defense? Yeah, Leicester, West Ham, but then they have Forest, Man United, and Chelsea. Do you really want double Arsenal defense though? I don't know if I would go for double Arsenal. I'd probably go for Bournemouth defense. Um, Selling Hall leaves me 5.6. Could go for Timber or Bournemouth. Yeah, probably go Bournemouth defender. Even Kirkes, the fullback from Bournemouth is not too bad. Yes, avoid free hit 29 is the plan. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So you need to sell like Rogers, Luis Diaz. They also need to go, right? How much value do you have, Edwin, by the way, on Lewis Hall? Because Lewis Hall is 5.1. Not like just like, because if you need him for the double game week in 32, you kind of need to consider that as well. Best manager to pick if you use a system manager this week. Connor, welcome. I think Slot is still the favorite for points. I've gone for Unai Emery because I already have the triple Liverpool. If you didn't have triple Liverpool, I think Slot is still the favorite option. But yeah, but he doesn't come with the table bonus. Unai Emery does come with the table bonus. However, Aston Villa can be a bit unpredictable. Although they've only lost once at home so far. So we'll see. So yeah, I'm going for Unai Emery at the moment. I'm in a bit of pickle, right? Kinda are, but you need to decide when you want to play the assistant manager. Maybe you can triple captain Salah this week and see how it goes. Thinking of saving the triple captain for another double, or you think now is a good time? You can play it this week. If you don't play it this week, your other options are either 32 for Isak. 33, I don't know what doubles stand out. I don't think there are any doubles that stand out for triple captaincy in 33. So 32 now. Or if City go all the way in the FA Cup, then you could get Haaland in 36. But then that's where the assistant manager, you need to decide when you're going to play this assistant manager chip. Because that takes 3 game weeks. I was thinking of going Emery triple. What do you mean Emery triple? You mean Rogers, Emery, and like what, Watkins or something? Out of Hoyson and Kirkes, who do you prefer? I'd probably lean towards Kirkes for the attacking option. Edwin. Probably slightly towards Kirkes. I'm so tempted to risk it and go Potter. I felt West Ham will win their games. Potter against, who are they playing again? Brentford. Is it table bonus though? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is a table bonus. Oh, you could go Potter as well. Honor, you could go Potter. The thing is just like you get the double game week. The double game week should generally outscore the single game week manager. Potter will work if they win plus score a decent number of goals. Yeah, it could work out, to be honest. You get about 20 points from me, which is not too bad actually. Yeah, I'm liking the structure of my squad between 26 29. If I go with Hoyson, I can always get in Dango next week. Fair enough. Alright, best of luck, Tom. Start Visa or Gordon. Oh, I'd probably start Visa in that case. Charlie, I'll probably start Visa for that one. Oh, Amara, how are you doing? I'm on AM slot for Game Week 24. I've had Bruno since Game Week 1. Thoughts on Bruno to Kluivert? I would do it. I still have Ahmad in my team. I don't mind keeping Ahmad. Bruno, I'd get rid to Kluivert. I still have thoughts on Endai to Watkins on a -4 and bench Elanga. I benched him last game week. Endai to Watkins. Wait, who are you selling? How do you have so much money? Do Endai to Watkins. Is that because if you sell Bruno to Kluivert? The thing with Watkins, I've said this before as well on the stream. The thing with Watkins is that 216 in your league. Let's bring your team up. The thing with Watkins is that he might not play a full 90 minutes for the first game. So you kind of have to keep that in mind. So Bruno to Kluivert, and you are going to do Endai to Watkins. Would you rather do Bruno to Morgan Rogers? Or Amara? Like a Bruno to a Rogers to get a double game week player. Start Elanga potentially. You start Elanga over Endai. You can do Ahmad to Clivert if you wanted to get rid of Ahmad. Um, and just bench Endai for this week. But you can get Watkins as well. What's the plan? Do you have the budget? I just checked. I can't do the second transfer. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. This is quite a lot of money to try and get to Watkins. You could do like Bruno to Clivert and Ahmad to Rogers, Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa for a -4. Um, Tango next week. Keep Ahmad and we'll have 11 players for Game Week 29. Venezuela, Gakpo in 29, bench Isak, Salah, and Trent for that week. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'd probably have. I would. If I keep Trent, it's until 28. After that, I'm selling Trent. Because I'm keeping Hall instead. I really think we beat them. Arsenal as well. Ooh, Arsenal. Arsenal can be got at. I mean, it's worth. You can try and punt on it, Connor. I don't mind. But obviously, keep in mind it is a bit of a risk. So I'm getting rid of 2 blank game week 20. Although I should say West Ham have played well recently, even though the points haven't been there, they have played well. So I'm getting rid of 2 blank game week 29 players in these 2 game weeks. Yep, fair enough. I went Salah triple this week. What about player transfers? Who should I replace? I bought in Clivert. It's the defense and keepers that are the problem. So you're going Salah triple this week. Okay, so if you're going Salah triple this week, that's your team. This is means this is Edwin's Bilal. Here we go. So Robinson and Hoyson will play over Mazraoui and Lewis Hall. You could sell you could sell Ismail Sa. Oh, you can sell Bruno Fernandes as well. To a Clivert if you that's a possibility. What about Isak to Watkins and Bruno to Mbeumo? I wouldn't do Isak to Watkins because Isak now has a double game week in 32. I'd just keep Isak because I think you might have a lot of value stored in Isak as well. I think it's 9.5. You'd probably have a lot of value stored in Isak. I'd keep Isak to be honest. Bruno to Mbeumo or Bruno to a Bournemouth attacker. I don't mind that. I would do that. I'll start Hall or Sa. Sa. Although, can you sell Sa and buy another player? Or would that cost a transfer or a hit? Evener? I did that last week. It pained me, but I got 114 points. Did Mateta to Gakpo and Wood to Endai. Yeah, I did Wood to Endai as well. Go well. Kinda backfired. What about Isak to Watkins and Bruno to Mbeumo? I think I answered that. Yeah. Then Hall to Munoz maybe. Hall to Munoz. But why would you do Hall to Munoz? You'd probably be starting Hoyson this week. You can start Robinson right over Mazraoui. You have your like defenders this week. You really need to do Hall to Munoz. I took Sa out for Clivert already. Oh, you took Sa out for Clivert. So start Clivert right over Bruno Fernandes. So your question then is Hoyson and Robinson you can start as well over Hall and Mazraoui. Your question then is do you start Bruno or do you sell Bruno? Who would you even sell Bruno to? I have no idea who you'd sell Bruno to. The question is okay, if you sell Bruno, it's for like a Mbeumo, but then you have the decision to make between who do you start between Chris Wood and Mbeumo. So you'll start Clivert over Bruno, yeah, definitely. So then you can keep Bruno on the bench and not have to make any other transfers as well. Oh, you need to do a goalkeeper transfer, Bilal. You need to do a goalkeeper transfer. Sanchez has lost his spot, by the way. I should add that. You might need to do a goalkeeper transfer. Sanchez has lost his spot. So up to you in terms of Which goalkeeper you want to go for? Could go for Cells from Forest. Martinez, I wouldn't recommend, to be honest. Um, yeah, probably Cells from Forest. Or even Pickford, but Pickford has just had his double. But you need to do a goalkeeper transfer. I think you don't have a goalkeeper. I have an assist, one in the transfers on. Just want to get rid of Sa, one in the bank. Thoughts, or I can just hold transfer, start Hall, and hope he has back. Alright, let me get your team up. Let me close some of these teams. Tom, I'm closing your team. Shubher, I'm closing. Edwin, Vince, Wamara, and transfer. Sa. Who would you sell Sa to? So Gabriel over Mikhalenko. I see your problem. Ismail Sa. How much money in the bank? 1 million in the bank. You can do Ben Johnson to a Bournemouth defender if you wanted to. Cells has tough fixtures. Yes. For Newcastle, Arsenal, and City, he does. But after that, it's not too bad. He plays in Game Week 29 as well. Maybe rare. You could go rare as well. That's a possibility. Um, you'll end up with double Arsenal defense though. Not the best situation to be in. Oh, sorry. You don't have Arsenal defense. I just realized. Yeah, I think rare for you. You don't have Arsenal defense. I've just realized. Yeah. Go. I think rare. You can go and get rare, or you can do even like all to Gabriel. But you need to get a goalkeeper. So yeah, rare. 30-minute deadline warning. Yes, indeed. 30 minutes. Keepers are both cooked. Yeah. Gailey, how are you doing? Gakpo bought in only last week. He's out for Watkins, or is it time to sell Wood or Isak? But no, I wouldn't sell Isak. He's got a double game week. Chris Wood, you can continue to keep Chris Wood. The man is elite. With regards to Gakpo, I'm currently playing Gakpo. The thing with Watkins as well, he's not guaranteed a 90 minutes in the first game. Aditya, how are you doing? Are you playing Gakpo? Yes, I am currently fielding Gakpo. So you can go and get Watkins or Chris Wood and hope that Watkins, in the next couple of weeks outscores Chris Wood. Not guaranteed, but it is something you can try. I don't mind keeping Chris Wood given that he has a game week fix, like he has a fixture in game week 29. Alright, who is this? Ivaner. Ivaner Satu. Who you probably need to get another. It's most likely you go for another, but Bournemouth midfielder. But then you would have to, yeah, you bench Endai. Another Bournemouth midfielder, or you can take a punt on an Aston Villa player. But I don't know if I want to take a punt on an Aston Villa player. Probably another Bournemouth midfielder. Is game week 29 best time for free hit? No, I think game week 34 might depends on your squad as well. Because looking at your squad, you have Mikalenko, Trent, Salah, Rogers. Oh, and Ismail Sarr. If you're looking to sell Ismail Sarr now, Salah, Trent, Rogers, and probably Endai if he's injured, that you need to fix ahead of game week 29. You can kind of use transfers to fix them. I think you'll be fine anyways with transfers. So you can free hit in like game week 34. Anything kicks? You're back. I was gonna ask you a question. Anything kicks? I'll do Moist Emery then for -4. Gordon to Bowen. If not him, then Malin. I'd go for Malin over Bowen. But I think what I was going to ask you, anything kicks, was where's your team? I've lost your team. Oh, in the middle league, no. What I was going to ask you was, oh, you could do Gordon to a Bournemouth player as well if you wanted to. But if you want to go for a double game week player, Malon's not too bad. Rashford could be a punt. Or Gordon to like a Dango or a Clivert. I bought 2 Bournemouth mids. Asis Aditya. Oh, fair enough. Had Semenyo, bought Dango. Yeah, points. So you have Dango and Semenyo now. Bilal says, should I transfer out any defenders? Because I'm 0.3 of rare. I can get cells. You're 0.3 of rare. You can get cells. You can sell Mazraoui. Bilal. You can sell Mazraoui. Oh, who though? Maybe just get cells. Maybe just get cells. Either that or you sell Robinson. If you sell Robinson to Turkish, but then double Bournemouth defense, nah. Yeah, I'd probably just get cells instead. Yeah. Just hope that cells keeps some clean sheets. If you can, and then next week you'll probably like sell Bruno Fernandes. You can sell Bruno to upgrade your defense. Like you can upgrade Mazraoui to a Gabriel, sell Bruno Fernandes, to like a Brian Mbeumo or something, stuff like that, and upgrade the defense and have Gabriel for this week instead. And then you can get sells for Sanchez. But you can bench him as well. Depends on what you want to do. Chatbox, what's up? Chaza, welcome back. Honestly, just gonna roll and start stacking the transfer start Hall, hoping for the Newcastle clean sheet or Hall assist. Fair enough. Fair enough. So Ivaner is going to roll. So Gabriel, Hall, and Trent. Yeah, that's not too bad. Getting rid of Sa, aren't you? Oh, yeah. You sold Sa, right? Ivaner? I can buy someone like Navari. Oh, from Arsenal. Yeah, you could get Navari from Arsenal. No money to get pick. Oh, can you get Trossard? Ivaner. I don't mind Trossard as well. Ismail Sarr to Trossard if you wanted an Arsenal player. I should mention, I haven't mentioned that. Trossard is not a bad option, guys. Since Havertz is out injured, Trossard should play striker. If anyone wants to get Trossard as well, that's not too bad. Or should I start Sarr? You can sell Sarr, right? Sell Sarr to. You can go and get like a Trossard. I think you have enough money to get Trossard, if I'm not mistaken. And then you can just bench and die. Locked in Saliba, Dango, and Visa. Ooh, best of luck, Becky. Best of luck. Yeah, I got cells. Thanks for the help, bro. No worries, Bilal. You've activated the triple captaincy, right, Bilal? And you put it on Salah and not anyone else, right? Just checking. All right. Who is this? Oh yeah. Anything kicks? What's the plan? What's the plan? Anything kicks? Everything good? Triple captain Salah, out for Clivert, and Sanchez out for cells. All right. Best of luck, Bilal. Make sure you start the teams correctly as well, like the players. Make sure you start your defenders, Robinson and Hoyson, as well. Can't afford him. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Then I don't mind getting. The thing with him is like, there's rumors about Saka coming back, but honestly, I don't know when Saka is actually going to be back. But I'd still probably want to sell Ismail Sarr, to be honest, because I just don't know how much he's going to get. against Everton. I'd rather even try like another Aston Villa double game week player, but then you get into a problem with game week 29. Um, you could go for the 4.5 Arsenal player. You can go for him potentially. He could be an option for the short term at least. He's a very short term pick though. Unless you go for another. There's also Elanga, but fixtures are not great for Forest. Um, Abhilash, welcome. How are you doing? Wood or play Cucurella? Play Wood. Play Chris Wood. I don't trust Chelsea to keep a clean sheet. Play Chris Wood. Super captain, I can bench Sa and Endai and I'll be good. Sa and Endai. So who would you play? You'd be playing Gabriel and Mikolenko as well? Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Not too bad, I guess. You could sell Endai, but I don't know. Maybe it's worth keeping Endai just to see whether he recovers. By game week 29, that is. Alright, people. We've got 20 minutes more. 20 minutes more? Yes, 20 minutes more. For some reason I'm somehow still awake. That's because the questions have been flowing in. So thank you to everyone who's been sending questions. Let me take this. Also ask you guys if you are new. I've seen a few new names here. If you are new, please do hit that subscribe button and do like the stream. Thank you very much, because liking the stream means more people, new people will see the stream as well. Helps with the YouTube algorithms. All right. We're good. Anything else, people? Any other questions? All right. So this is the team for this week. Just got to hope that Gakpo is fit. Baby Clivert out. Baby Clivert is successfully out. So hopefully mother and child are good. Which means now will Clivert Senior be available to play? Which team would more likely concede, Everton or Palace? I'd say Everton because they're away from home. Are you asking in terms of starting Mikolenko or what? Palace defender? Do you have a Palace defender? No. I think Palace will concede. Ah, you mean between starting Mikolenko and Ismail Sarr? I'll start the attacker. I'd start the attacker over defender. Gonna play. I wouldn't play fullback. I'd just play like Gabriel over Mikolenko and start Sao and die. But Sao probably has to go soon. Uh, which team would more likely in Monday? Monday? What about on Monday? Or do you mean Baby Clive out on Monday? Alright. Do. Alright. Anything else? How are people going? 15 minutes more. Alright, I think we're looking good. Everyone seems to be pretty confident. Can't decide between Bowen or Malin. Not sure when now free hit, but I still have all the chips. Free hit 34 looks like the popular one. You have all the chips. Are you looking to play your triple captaincy this week? Anything kicks. Because if you don't play your triple captaincy this week, oh, you're on assistant manager. Okay. Triple captaincy game week 32 or something. 34 free hit seems to be on the cards for people. That or 29. But looking at your team, you can probably get rid of Gordon, Eze, Anate. Yeah, you might. Okay. You've got a few extra. You might be in a situation where you might potentially have to free hit in 29. Looking at your squad. 1, 2, can bench. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transfers at least to make. Aditya says, thinking of Gakpo to Watkins for a -4 because Gakpo wasn't pictured in training, but unsure. Gakpo hasn't been ruled out. I'll tell you guys that. Gakpo hasn't been ruled out. So there is a potential that he will feature. We just don't know. That's the only thing. So kinda it's a bit of a risk with Gakpo. Even me personally starting Gakpo, it's a bit of a risk. But yeah, I don't know if I would do it for a -4 for Watkins, to be honest. To you on that. You'll have to make a decision on that. Chad, either Jackson or Wood or Gordon, go Gordon, Gordon or Navari and Jackson to Watkins. Either Jackson to Wood or Gordon to Navari and Jackson to Watkins for a -4. I don't mind Jackson to Watkins though. Jackson to Watkins and Gordon to Navari. Yeah, I don't mind that for the -4 if you want to try that, Chad. Actually, don't mind that for a -4. That also kind of helps you with free hit 29 in some kind of situation because you're not having Gordon, but you have Watkins. So yeah. Chaza says, "How are we all feeling? I'm feeling a bit tired, but we're gonna have the last 10 minutes. I'm thinking of activating Asman in the last 10. Should I? Oh, what? Man, last 10 minutes. You could. Depends on where you want. If you want, the other option is playing Asman in 31, 32, 33, and like what these guys were doing in terms of wild card in 35. Depends on your current squad and how confident you think you can carry it for. Who would you say, Bowen or Malin? I'd go for Malin kicks just because of the double. Take the punt. But this okay, here's the thing. This depends on what you want to do. Are you looking to do free hit in 29 or not? If you're not free hitting in 29, then go Bowen. But if you want to take an advantage on the bench boost and if you have enough transfers to deal with not free hitting 29, I don't mind you going for Malin actually. Don't expect don't expect too many minutes from Malin though. He will get rotated and whatnot. So you have to keep that in mind. Bowen has nice fixtures though. Not gonna lie. But yeah, Malin's minutes are not great. I think Bowen's minutes are way better. So over time, I think Bowen might be the better option. Really did think too much on that TikTok reply. Sorry, I'm all caps just so excited. No worries, Chaza. But his away form is not that good. If he doesn't play Wolves at home, then is it worth it? And would slot risk him when Nunes is fit? Well, that is kind of true. Yes, that's true. It's a punt you have to take and see, Aditya. It depends on like whether you're willing to risk it. Mark, how are you doing? 146. Let's bring it up. I'm playing on the hope that he might feature in the Wolves game. So that's kind of the reason. And I can't get to Watkins, so I'm a bit like locked from that position. But I'm hoping that he will feature. That's kind of where I'm playing with. Mark, oof, 137. Not too bad. Well played. I've done Sa to Semenyo. Fair enough. Oh, was unlucky. Don't know whether to say transfer because of double efforts. Have all chips bar triple captain. Start to Semenyo, which means Endaya goes on the bench. Gabriel comes on for Hall. Are you starting Munoz ahead of Milenkovic? Um, you can save your other transfers. You can play Gordon. Gordon should feature this week, I think. So you can play Gordon. Yeah, you can save your transfers. You weren't like what were you going to do otherwise? Gordon to another player maybe? Amar to Rogers with only one transfer in the bank. Need to hedge for blank gaming 29 as well. Ahmad to Rogers. Don't know if it's fully worth it. You'll be getting rid of Rogers very soon as well. What's this? Depends on your squad, Ved. Depends on your squad. Can do Hall to Gordon. Hall, Gordon, Endaya, Hoyson, Navari, and Watkins. But the Newcastle double news kind of put me off it, and Navari punt too. Yeah, he's a punt. I don't know for how long because it depends on when Saka is back as well. The other thing is obviously the value you will lose on the likes of a Lewis Hall and whatnot. So that also are kind of like it'll put me off that because if you lose value on Lewis Hall, then you want to get him back again ahead of 32. Depends on depends on who you want to bench in 29 as well. Are you willing to lose Trent over Hall? Stuff like that. Have two Liverpool and two Newcastle players in the squad, so don't know about the blank. Two Liverpool and two Newcastle players. That's not too bad, Ved. You can just do transfers and continue, and not have to free hit 29. You have how many Aston Villa and Crystal Palace? That's also, I guess, that also takes part in it. Should I triple captain Salah if I haven't used any of my chips? Yeah, I probably will because you might then want to use your assistant manager in like the 32, 33 double game week around that time. So I would triple captain this week if you haven't used your assistant manager yet. I would probably triple captain and because you'll have free hit, bench boost, still a lot of chips to use in that time. The assistant manager now, who would you pick? I have to sell a Liverpool asset to get slot. Who is your Liverpool asset, Matthew? Is it like Gakpo? Gakpo to try and get slot. I don't mind it. Otherwise, I would go and get Unai Emery. I'll most likely aim Howe, Gordon, and Isak for the double. Okay, then fair enough. Then you can probably lose. You can lose Hall, to be honest. I did triple cap last week. Okay, fair enough. So you can hold on the triple captaincy. Up to you, Matthew. I would the current double game week 32 news change how you are going to approach it? Virgil, Trent, and Salah. Oh, then you probably want to. You can assistant manager on Emery, but if you really want slot, then Virgil will have to leave. Maybe to a Bournemouth defender potentially. Ved says 0 Aston Villa and 0 Crystal Palace. Okay, so then you can just do transfers and not have to worry about using the free hit in 29. I think you should be fine. Going Bowen, I have decided. See you next week when Malan has scored a hat trick. Alright, see you next week. Anything kicks. Best of luck to you as well. 0 Aston Villa, 0. Yeah, then I think you'll be fine, Ved. 0 Villa. Interesting. Fair points, fair points. I guess Rogers is the only one. With Saliba and Trent starting, it's down to starting Robinson or Collins. I'd go for Robinson. Who will fare better against their opponents? I'd probably go for Robinson because I never have any faith in Brentford keeping a clean sheet. And it's Brentford away as well against West Ham. So yeah. Would you sell Gordon? Yeah, I won't. I would probably sell Gordon for Bournemouth or even Rodgers. You can afford to transfer him out again. You're not free hitting in 29. Yeah, I would sell Gordon. Difficult. Have to make a decision. What is this that I'm getting? Oh yeah, baby Clivert was born. I just saw that news as well. That's what Becky said. Eddie Howe in game week 31 has Leicester. In game week 33 he has Aston Villa and Ipswich potentially as a double. You could probably have Eddie Howe the manager in 32 and 33. This is for Chaza as well. Chaza, you might even be able to do that. But then again, it depends on what's your chip plans. Ahmad and Joe Pedro to Nwari and Visa for minus for worth it. Already got Isak and Wood. So can't you just bench Joe Pedro? Fazit? Ahmad to Nwari for a punt. I don't know if it's worth a punt, to be honest. I think Ahmad is still not a bad player as well, guys. Is it really worth a punt? This is a transfer that's kind of like short term. It's a short term punt. My chip plan is I don't know. Fair enough. Find out, fuck around. So you could use the assistant manager 31, 32, 33 and then free hit 34, which means if you have bench boost as well, you might have to bench boost 36. Wild card obviously will have to be then 35 maybe or 31 depending on the situation. Won't activate as spend. Alright, fair enough. Sell Isak for Watkins. I probably wouldn't because of the double game week 32 for Newcastle. Depends on how much value you have on Isak as well. Matthew says bench Semenyo, Clivert or Visa. I would bench. Oh ho ho. I'd bench Visa and start Semenyo and Clivert both. Otherwise, it's Semenyo. It's between Semenyo and Visa for me, Matthew. Bench Ahmad or Pedro this week? Pedro. I think Pedro has lost his spot, to be honest. Ruter played really well for Brighton. He scored as well, right, Ruter, in the last game. So I'd probably bench Pedro. Clivert or Mbeumo? Clivert. Isak has created such a huge divide. Hold, surely he's playing a City side who finished. Yeah, I would hold Isak. All right, people, 2 minutes more, 2 minutes more. Make sure those teams are locked, those chips are activated. If you're activating them, your assistant managers are selected. If you are playing the assistant manager chip, I have done Gordon to Clivert and Emery in. All right, best of luck, Matthew. Best of luck. All right, people, at this moment, we have 2 minutes more. Salah is 27% triple captain, slot 33%, Emery 18%, and no chips 22%. Should be an interesting game week. I just want a green arrow, please. If you can get me to like at least 1.2 million after this game week, I'll be very happy. If I can get like a 200k rise at least. I don't even know the last time I got a 200k rise. All the best, everyone. Happy weekend. Yes, all the best to everyone. Make sure to obviously hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you guys are new and to get to 1000 subs. And if you haven't checked, we do have YouTube memberships. For those of you who are interested in YouTube membership, we do have YouTube. Just have to go to the home page and there should be a join button where you'll be able to join the YouTube membership. And also we do have super chats and super things too. Any other questions? 1 minute. Oh, I think time's up. Yes, time. I got 700k raise last game. Oh, I wish I can get that. Let's see. Let's see how this game goes. Time is done. Deadline is done. Let me end the poll. All right. Shout out to each and every one of you all. So shout out to Matthew, Charlie, Chaza. Shout out to you, Becky, Gailey, Fazid. Fortunately, I can't read Arabic, but shout out to my friend who just arrived as well. Ved, anything kicks, Mark, Taja, Aditya. I did mention Becky, I believe. Chad, Ivaner, Bilal, Abhilash. Who else? Reading. Com. Shout out to Com as well. Thank you, Com, for mentioning my name as part of the FPL Juice competition, content creator competition. So thank you very much as well. And then Oamara, Dom, Connor, Scully Plays, Edwin, Muhin. Who else? Have I missed anyone else? No. Josh, Luis from the start, Ahmed, Jeff, Rohan, and Akshat as well. Thank you very much. Kanav as well. Thank you very much. Ice Cold Jones. I think that's it. And yeah, Oceanic as well. So shout out to each and every one of you all who have been watching. Matthew says 139 points. Oh, all right. Hopefully another big 100 sub 100 this week as well. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And I will see you all on Monday. Monday? I think Monday, yes. Monday. I think Monday. Yeah. I'll see you all on Monday for the team selection stream for game week 26. That's right. Game week 26. I'll see you all on Monday at 9:30 p.m. Sydney time. So that let me just quickly confirm it to everyone now itself while everyone is still here. That would be 9:30 p.m. Sydney time would be 6:30 p.m. Singapore, Malaysia time, 4 p.m. in India, and 10:30 a.m. in the UK. All right. Having said all that, thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Have a good weekend and good night, everyone.